What's good, my people? The other day I made a post about borrowing. I think it was 2,000, 3,000. Let me see where that post at. $2,000. I wanted to borrow $2,000 from you. And I said I'll pay you back in 2 months. $2,000. Can I borrow it from you? And I'll pay you back August 3rd. I'm gonna read the comments. And Deborah, hey Deborah, Deb, you really need it, sure. Crystal, I forgot what Crystal said. She said hell yeah, something like that. So a lot of people responded. Cheryl, oh, I gotta go back to Cheryl. Oh, not Cheryl Conley, but Cheryl Roberts. Shauna, Tangi, Shaky, Monique, and my girls right there. Kathy was cool. But let me go back to this one. Deb was fine, because I think she's just reasonable. Thank you, Dad, for keeping it simple. Um, and I'm gonna hold you to it, I think. So I had to like that. Crystal said, "Yep. That's cool." So Crystal know my history. We got a cool relationship. Tyrell was great. Um, Cynthia said she can't do it because she on a fixed income. Okay, so that was cool. Cheryl said, everyone knows you don't need it. Oh my God, boy, that's dangerous. I wasn't down with that one, Cheryl. Big sister, I'm not down with that one. So, nope, I don't agree with that one. That's a dangerous remark to make. I don't got shit. I got one job. I don't make a lot of money. Um, Cheryl Conley, that was a good answer. The contract. Sign a contract. But damn, my word ain't good enough. My word should be good enough. But yeah, sign a contract is a good deal. I can understand that. Who else said something? Shauna with interest. No, don't say no, sir. I like that answer. That's the best answer, actually. If somebody's borrowing something from you, they should be able to pay you back a little something. So yeah, I had to respond to that. And Jessica liking stuff. But Shauna, yeah, with interest. That was the best answer of all the comments. Um, and that gives me the option of saying yes or no to borrowing the money. Tangi said, I just gained about 14 grand with these comments. I don't need it now. No, you never get enough money. I know in your business you can if somebody gave you money or offered you money or let you borrow money with a low interest loan, you would take it. So you never get enough money. Shout out to Shayna and Monique, Chicken. Thank you guys. Kathy. Yep. Milk. I don't know about you, bro, but yeah, Shauna was the best one because it was with the interest, and that's the main key. But it's up to me to decide if I want to take on the interest that if she say $2,000, but I want $500 interest. I might be able to swing that because with that $2,000 that I'm borrowing from you, I plan on making $4,000. So I want to double my money, and if I only got to give you like 500, that's a good deal. So that's how it works in the banking world as well. When you borrow money, you have to pay these people back, and you got to pay them back with a lot of interest. When you use these credit cards, you're using a lot of interest. So this was a good lesson for everybody. Shout out to those guys that said they would let me borrow it. I might be reaching out to you, but one of the main reasons was I want to make sure you guys got money in your bank accounts because you never know when you got an emergency coming up and you're going to need some cash, and you shouldn't be dependent on others to pay off whatever emergency that comes your way. So people learn to save a few dollars. You ain't got to save your whole bank account, but at least put $1,000 away. At least take some take some sting off the hit that you may face. But Put some money away. Never know when you're going to need it. But anyway, thanks for joining in on this. I want to call it experiment or whatever, but it was a real conversation just to tell you to save money, and money will save you. But let me see what else. Kathy, girl, I miss you, girl. I miss you on third shift. Uh, shake. Yeah, Tangy. They'll be looking at my people and talking about I got 14 grand. Yeah, that's what it is. I show people my credit score and they like what they see, and they know I work. They know I work hard. They know I always work. So those are things that get you a good credit score. Those are things that get you loans. That's all. My credit score don't mean I have money. My credit score means that I'm good at paying back what I borrow from people. So that's what your credit score is about. I don't really borrow nothing from anyone, but I still got to keep my credit score up just in case I need to borrow. So I know people right now, they got bad credit scores and they want to buy a house, and they can't buy a house because their credit score is jacked up. So we all can use a lot of money. We don't like to borrow money. Borrowing money isn't the greatest thing because of the interest thing. Because if you got bad credit, people are going to charge you a higher interest rate. So if you got good credit like me, you can get a lower rate. So if I borrow 2,000 from you, you probably say, just give me 500 because I know you're going to pay it back because you got a history of paying back. So that's the main thing we want to do, make sure we're able to pay back who we borrowed from. So that's why it's important to keep your score up. Because you never know when you're going to borrow something. Like, I may need a new car soon. My car's a 2012. It's almost time for a new car. But I can't go in there with a jacked up credit score. I got to go in there with a good credit score. And I can basically say I got everything in order right now. If I want to make a down payment, I kind of got that money all set. But you got to make sure your credit score is right so you can get the lowest interest rate possible. And also, if you want to buy more property, I might want to buy another house. And shout out to Diane Lewis. I know you said something too about borrowing from my friends or whatever. They got to check your credit score. They got to read your comments and see that you owe people or whatever. So be careful what you say in these streets, because people will remember and people will use it against you. So make sure you got a good credit score. Make sure your track record is good. Make sure you have the ability to pay back. You got to have a job. People got to have jobs. I'm going to let you borrow thousands and you out on the block. And the streets are hot right now. So make sure you got some income coming in. Make sure you are saving something. Because sometimes you can save, let's say you save $5,000, but you need $8,000. So you need $3,000 more. We all need more money. So don't be discouraged. I would say save as much as you can early on. And then that way, when it's time to borrow money, you don't have to borrow as much. Just like if you bought a house, let's say you bought a house for $100,000, but you only needed $60,000 because you got $40,000 saved. So you don't buy a house for the whole $100,000. You just buying it for $60,000, and you put your own $40,000 towards it. Even though we won't see those prices again, I'm just using the $100,000 as a benchmark for this video. But yeah, keep your credit clean. Save money. Money will save you. Thanks for doing this. I don't know what to call it. Experiment with me. It was fun, but in seriousnessly, I wanted to make sure you guys have money saved up for yourself, because you never know when you're going to run into something and you're going to need some dollars But in the meantime, you guys be good, and I will be doing another one soon. Stay tuned. Peace.